Hello YouTube, back at it again with a rant video, and it's gonna be about Bhad Bhabie. It's actually Daniel Bergoli, aka Bhad Bhabie. I want to talk about how she turned out the way she is, and I don't want to I don't want it to be that personal, but like to be real, I think it has something to do with her family, with her parents, the issues she had with her mom, Barbara Ann Bergoli, and not having enough support from her father, who pays for child support, not being around as much, which is it's very hard taking because it's like you really need your dad to be there for you so you feel protected, you feel secure, and then you won't have this like insecure behavior where it's like I'm gonna go rebellious and take my anger out on the world and then live that hard life, which is what took her ass in Dr. Phil. And then apparently, I think before she even got an interview with Dr. Phil, I think she was forced to take a program at Turnabout Ranch in Utah. And I shouldn't judge her experience and how she felt because I'm not in her situation. But there was rumors that the program's not what it is, that helps provide and take care of kids, that takes care of kids, because this is the type of program that actually neglects and abuse kids, especially when the people in power are adults. I don't know how they take advantage of these kids, but from what I'm understanding, they're punishing them for minor mistakes. They're making them do forced labor, child labor, which is definitely illegal, not knowing what's going on, and making people unaware who are like involved with law. They're keeping it a secret to parents out there who want to get their kids help. And yeah, like the work, apparently the labor that they were doing is that they were basically having to clean farms within the Turnabout Ranch. Apparently, she said that there was kids where they're forced to eat the food off the ground, or if they ever talked back, that they immediately get punished, they get scolded. Which like and then sometimes if you were to tell, like if you were to call in something urgent, if the child were to tell them something urgent that needs to be addressed, they get punished for that as well. So I can understand maybe where that experience, where she's gaining that negative energy, because it all has to do with her experience in life. Because she is around negative people, and that's all there is to it. And she became the one thing was very obviously is like it's crazy because Dr. Phil can make you famous for being neglectful or being like embarrassing, but it's like there are people, not many people do get famous on Dr. Mainly just there pretend acting like as if they simply need help and he's trying to give them advice, as if he's there, like, as if he's supposed to be a therapist trying to give them advice. But they don't build their fame. But she's like one of the few people that built fame off of Dr. Phil with their famous catchphrase "Catch Me Outside," and then became a rap video as well and a meme also. And then later in the future, she became a rapper herself at a very young age, and then had her own place, became a millionaire, like was able to provide for her mom. She got a lot of fans, obviously. She did her own mixtapes. To be real, I saw her videos, like they just seemed they weren't the best in my opinion. Like they seemed too short, like, and I feel this girl is even became a great rapper simply because of like where she's coming from and where her beauty stems from. And although I shouldn't be saying that, like, oh, right now she's 18, so, but it's like she's only become the only people even consider a good rapper because of her looks, like Yeah, she has that attitude. She has that bang on attitude. But it's like, imagine if this was a black girl we're talking about here. Like, she wouldn't get that kind of positive feedback. If anything, she would say, "Oh, this is how black girls end up the way they are when they grow up. They end up hood rat, ghetto, ratchet, hoes." And I'm just calling if it was like, and if someone besides her race was to have that kind of behavior and was to be influenced, was to be had a huge a negative impact in her life that may have why she turned out the way she is. Like she had beef with other people like Sky Williams, Malu Trevejo, Wo Vicky. Although these are young girls themselves, they're around there the age gap, they're around the age groups. So I think there are times where she actually confronted these girls, where she went to their houses, tried to start some beef because she wasn't liking the way they were like judging her with the things that I think the words were exchanged about between the two. And at that age, she already thinks she's going because she has all this money, this fame. But I kind of understand because the way people are treating her sucks because they see a tramp at a young age. But it's like, the one thing that did disturb me, I think I saw one of, like, not recent video, but it's like, I think a few years back where she was at a concert, started twerking, and then all of a sudden the people in the crowd, I would not be surprised they condone that shit. They were condoning that behavior, which I don't approve, but it's like, and then in the video, I think one of the female dancers, one of them was an adult, while she was twerking, like, she was egging Daniel Bergoli on by spanking her at the bottom, but I was like, what the hell, like, even with those bodyguards, although I understand the bodyguards, I can understand in that situation it's harmless because that's probably her being herself, doing a performance, because that's probably the person that was training her to do the dance. But it's like you enable that kind of behavior. I understand, like, maybe she's comfortable, but maybe later on she realize she'll regret after. Like, think about it. Like, some people say it's to build a lot, it's to encourage her, like, but yeah, encourage her in a negative way. Although, and then I remember her birthday is that on our OnlyFans when she's about to go, she made millions on OnlyFans. I understand feeling OnlyFans is very dark. Like, a good thing I don't go on OnlyFans because I'm not a simp, but assuming that she may have done some provocative videos, inappropriate videos, she may have been vulgar, is what gave her that money, but not because she's about to turn 18, but she did more for the audience. And I feel the audience, the people, is what enabled this negative behavior. And she was hyped. She's very hyped by the people around her. Like I said, the female dancer that was spanking her. Like, and imagine, this is when I noticed this trend. Like, this might sound a little exaggerated, but I noticed, especially I used to watch American Idol. Like, notice how barely, I don't know any black, dark, or colored person who has a great voice, who's really has a lot of talent, has ever won American. She's like an example. I'll give an example. Like, she became famous simply because of that quote, but it has to do more than just her saying "Catch Me Outside." Think of it this way: she's young. She has a light complexion. She's white. No offense to people out there, and it's kind of like similar to Justin Bieber. Like, he became famous off YouTube, which this girl is also being famous as well, like from Dr.Phil, and then it was also on YouTube as well, which gave her even more publicity. Because you know what I'm saying, like she gained more publicity behind YouTube, being a Dr.Phil, and that increased even more, and how she became successful and famous at the same time. Because similar to Justin Bieber, like even now he has his own Timbits, but it's like they're getting help. So, but all of it has to do with the negative influence throughout, like being a celebrity and then helping them grow, which is a good thing. They are making money, but it's like how how can they keep the pressure? Can they be able to handle the pressure? And I'm gonna end this video right now. Hope you enjoy my rant. You can maybe explain a thing or two that I could be missing throughout this conversation, and like maybe I could be able to give a brief explanation later on the comment section. Also, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.